Okay, so I want to review these waist snatching in thongs, okay? So I got a message from a patient who wanted to know if these waist snatchers were okay to wear and if they would affect her pelvic floor or like make a pelvic organ prolapse worse. So what I think is really important is like, yes, we all want the snatched waist. We want to feel like our waists are cinched in and they are smaller than your booty and your shoulders, right? So here's the deal. When you get a waist tightener or something like pull you in that's going to snatch you up, you have to be considerate of what is happening. So when you put these on, you are creating an increase in intra-abdominal pressure, meaning that you're going to have more pressure in your abdomen. If you have more pressure in your abdomen, that can put downward pressure down on your pelvic floor and can also push your organs down, mimicking a pelvic organ prolapse. So, and what that is where your organs start to come down. We can link a video to what pelvic organ prolapse is, but it's just one of those things that you want to be cautious of. Trust me, I have a pelvic organ prolapse and I definitely, desperately love and desire to have a snatched waist. Nothing wrong with that. So I bought three different pairs of thongs that do this waist snatching. And so I'm going to try them on for you right now. So essentially, these make you feel fly as F because they pull the waist in. But the deal is you want the tightness. The reason these aren't like necessarily my favorite, I still wear them and I'm going to show you how I wear them safely. But the reason they're not my favorite is because they tighten up here, which is so sexy and so hot. But they create that tightness up high, which is causing that downward pressure down on the bladder and down on the uterus, kind of putting more undue pressure, which can cause descent. So what you need to do if you have a pelvic organ prolapse and or just to wear these with like a little bit more consideration for your pelvic floor is to then take your hand, scoop your lower belly, scoop everything up right above your pubic bone, so which will be right here. You scoop it up towards your head. And then you lay this down, okay? So you scoop your organs, and then you're still snatched, but your organs are a little bit more elevated. Now, I wouldn't wear these every single day, and people who think that they're gonna wear this and their waist is just gonna get snatched, not necessarily the case. The deal is like you almost want this to be a facilitator for your lower abdominal muscle. Now, you don't wanna be tightening and holding your lower abdominal muscle in all day, every day, because that's not healthy for anybody. That's gonna create a lot of pelvic floor tension. But you also, a lot of times when people wear like the waist snatchers, they kind of just relax with them on. They're like, oh, I'm wearing a waist snatcher. I don't have to use my muscles. You don't want the waist snatcher to inhibit your muscles. You want your muscles to be working. So just be really conscious that maybe, every hour you're doing some tummy tightening so you're not just relying on the tightness of the waist snatcher. I hope you found this information helpful, and next time you buy a waist snatcher or any shapewear that you will do the little move that I just taught you of lifting your bladder up towards your head and having your waist snatched safely so it doesn't negatively impact your pelvic floor.